Okay, so I was actually pressing the wrong button. But as I was saying before, for the people on YouTube, if you guys want to come in and ask me questions live while I'm doing kind of like my live analysis, then just check out like my Discord, my Twitch about page or whatever. You can kind of find all that stuff there. But let's just head into the video. So taking a look here, once again still looking at kind of this 4-hour chart here, we can see it's come down to this extreme low down here. It has rejected once here, and it's looking like it's rejecting here again, and it did come towards this oversold area, and it's looking pretty low here as well. So this here could actually be a sign that it's heading back towards the upside. You can also see that looking at Corona, what happened here was it came all the way down here from up here, and then came and rejected off this area as well. So that's a pretty strong level of support that we're seeing there. We can also see how it reacted to this area here. Did end up shooting back up, like up higher. So hopefully we can see that there will be a nice kind of buy section here, but because it is kind of in this downtrend, we'd want to first off just see that there is some good market structure being made heading towards the upside. So what I'm going to do is just drag this along. I can see that it's continuing to be a bit of a resistance point here. I can obviously see that there's still this support level here. Now I'm also kind of just going to mark up this little area here, because I can see that it does kind of become like a point of resistance here and here, and then I can see that it's a bit of a support here, and support, and like it's a bit of a resistance here as well when it breaks down below. So that is kind of a small level, but you never know, maybe it does start doing like a nice little break and retest up here, so we could probably grab a few pips on this little up movement. Now I'm gonna just get the Twitch chat open on my phone. Let's just make sure I'm recording on, there we go, so I'm recording there. Cool. So we'll just head on over to this next pair. You can see here, another dub. Alright, wait, what is wrong with my Twitch? Honestly, the damn chat never pops up. Also, when I get to 100 subs on YouTube, hold on, let me just get it up real quick because I'm excited. Oh my. When I get to 100 subs, oh, I've got a new sub. When I get to 100 subs on my YouTube, then I'm going to be giving away a $50 trading account. So like, yeah, you guys can do that. And then obviously once I get to 200 subs, I'll be giving away a $100 account. Once I get to 1,000 subs, I'll be giving away like a $500 account. So basically every milestone that we get, then whatever the half of that is, I'll be giving away a trading account of that value. So you guys better get to subscribing. And to be honest, I don't actually know how to kind of do a random giveaway thing and like picking a winner, but I'll just randomly just figure it out. Anyway, let's get back to what we're actually doing. So taking a look here at USD CHF, we can kind of see that it is in this downtrend still for a minute. It's been just in a continuous downtrend here, so really I wouldn't be looking for anything that isn't in a downtrend unless it does continue to make that uptrend the market structure. So we can see that here it did end up dropping like really low, and then we can see that there was this huge bullish candle here. This might have been some news, or maybe that it's just rejecting these lows down here. So I'm going to mark this area just as a level of support down there, but then also maybe we can see that this ends up pushing all the way up to here, retesting here, possibly going back and continuing towards the upside here, after seeing kind of this big push up. But maybe at the same time, let's just whip out the fib, for example. So where's the fib? Here we go. Oh my god, guess what, guys? You won't believe it. Guess what I bought? I bought TradingView Pro, but not only TradingView Pro, I bought the TradingView Pro Plus. So remember those ads that used to come up? Man, ain't no more of that coming up on my screen, so that's kind of exciting. Anyway, so just using these highs up here, we will just go from up here, kind of just down to here. So now here we can see a trading is set up. So we can see that there's this downtrend. So we want to trade with the trend. Then we want to ensure that the fib levels 0.5 to 0.6 has a key level in between. So we can see really right on this 0.5, there's this key level here. So that's really where you'd want to enter in on a sell right there where it is right now. Possibly enter in on a sell, but there is kind of this big bullish momentum. So you'd want to wait to see a bit of rejection first occurring. Then you'd want to move your stop loss to break even after it hits 1% in profit, and this is risking 3%. Then once it hits 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio, you'd like to close half of the position, so 1.5%, and then hopefully the rest of the position just continues to go up. Now that's really just the trade on this pair here. That looks alright, but you are going to have to wait and see kind of how it rejects this area here. And in my opinion, I don't think it will, but once again, I never know what's going to happen in the markets, right? Like, I'm just guessing at the end of the day. So we just have to wait and see. So a lot of these USD pairs, they've kind of been on this downtrend. Oh, sorry, I just moved the chat. Oh, alright, yeah. So a lot of these USD pairs have been kind of just trading in this downtrend here. But we can see that if we go down to here. Oh guys, I also bought a camera. Well, I haven't bought the camera yet, but I've got the money. I withdrew the money from my my trading account, and it's going to be this one here. It's basically this little vlogging type camera, so hopefully it's pretty good. I've seen some reviews on it and stuff like that, just like this. Show you guys my setup, that sort of stuff. Kind of how I live in the hood, and I'm poor, but you know, it is what it is. That's why we trade Forex, baby. Anyway, so with this here being in this downtrend here, what I'm kind of expecting is, let's just move this arrow because it's in the way. I'm just expecting this to continue heading down, but we can also see that something in my throat, and it's not a cock. Anyway, so here we can kind of see that it's in this downtrend. But taking a look here at this RSI and this OBV, it's pretty low compared to what it's usually at. So this could mean that it's going to start heading up. So if I wanted to enter in on a trade here on this pair, I'd either first have to see a few break and retests of this level up here and this level up here, and try and enter in at around up here after seeing the bit of rejection and target these highs right up here. Did you say it's not a cock? Yeah, I did say that, bro. But don't get me banned off Twitch. But normally, like, another trade that I would take on this is just a break and retest of these lows down here. Bro, I'm so excited to be back. I went on holiday for like 2 weeks, yeah. Then, well, really, I just went on holiday for 2 weeks. Didn't really trade much at all, so FTMO account kind of took a back seat, but that's kind of weird to think of, my man, a cock in your mouth. No, I said there's something in my throat, and then I said it's not a cock, you know, like just letting people know as a joke. Don't worry, it's something common. It's something a lot of people in like Australia say, or like in Melbourne, at least in Victoria, because there's a lot of gay jokes that happen. So just kind of made another joke. Anyway, so here I'd either just be looking for a break and retest of these lows here, or break and retest of this, and then another one, and an entry at around here after it ends up hitting up to these highs, just showing us that there is kind of that potential for it to continue back up after seeing rejection at these areas down here. So taking a look here, probably going to see a bit of rejection occurring here if the US dollar continues to fall, but we can see that it did end up breaking these highs here. It's looking like it's coming back. Can see it did hit that oversold area at around here. But what do I think? I don't really know if this here would be a buy right now. because it is once again trading at kind of unexpected levels, same as AUD USD. You can see here that these here are trading, look at this range, but this here has just been in this consistent uptrend here, so we're not really quite sure what's going to happen here. But actually what I'm going to do here is just do a quick little rectangle. Oh my god, coronavirus. I'm kidding. We only have 3 cases. Anyway, so taking a look here. Oh my god, I'm actually feeling sick. Anyway, taking a look here, get rid of this arrow, clean up the charts a bit. I can see that there is obviously this little rectangle, this resistance point here. It could be looking like it's going to come back and retest, but then we're just going to have to wait and see, possibly if we use the fib from these lows down here up to those highs. Then we can see a possible re-entry at around here on this 0.6 level and take it back to that upside there, but we would have to see rejection there. But once if you know kind of my trading strategy, it is so simple and it's been working, right? It's just trade with the trend, ensure that the fib has like the fib 0.5 to 0.6 level has a key level in between it, and then obviously that's that. Then the exit strategy, move stop loss to break even after it hits 1% and close half at a 1-to-1 risk to reward. So like it's really that simple. Anyway, we'll head on over to the next pair. New Zealand dollar, Japanese yen. So here we can see kind of the same things happen here, where the New Zealand dollar has just gone up and above this previous extreme high. So we'll kind of just move this up here, but we can also see that it is kind of back testing these levels, kinda. So we'll just mark that up right there. So if it does break these highs, then retest, possibly we could be looking in for a buy, but because it is at new levels, I'm probably just going to stay out and wait for it to start reversing, because what goes up must come down, and eventually one of these pairs will go down, right? So alright, look at how choppy these pairs were. Man, the GBP like pairs were super crazy for the last few weeks. It actually got me in a loss for the first one in like a month, which is kind of unfortunate, but it is what it is. So yeah, it's just unfortunate. But we can also see here that it did go above kind of this previous extreme high, and this one up here too. So just gonna move this one up here, and then I'm gonna put in a new key level right there. I'm also gonna drag this one across, because I can see that there was this bit of a, just like whatever it is here, where it's unable to continue pushing up until it did go up. So this here, maybe if you were to go on like a, let's go 30-minute time frame. Okay, I don't know where we were. Oh yeah, here. Well, here you can kind of call it a break and retest of this area here, but just on the 4-hour, it's just a lot smaller, right? So here you obviously can't see it, but if you get into those smaller time frames, you'll be able to see it. And then so that's just like a break and retest. So we can also see here that like it's coming back towards this oversold region on this RSI here, and it's pretty high on the OBV. You can also see that it's getting pretty close. Well, it's obviously it's made a new extreme high. So if you do see some clear break and retest of this structure here, then that could just be a sign to enter in on a sell. But then if we do end up seeing another break and retest here, that's showing us that there's clear downtrend momentum, and we could be entering in here kind of on a sell opportunity. Alright. Damn, I feel like having a shower real quick. And I had some refrigerated water, but I finished it all when I was playing video games, so that's kind of unfortunate. Alright, so taking a look here, kind of just going to wait for this pair. I can see that it broke above this previous resistance point right here, but then it came back down. Now it's looking like it's rejected it, obviously. We can see around here, and then it's continuing back up and hopefully it comes up to here. Then that way we could enter in kind of, let's see if we can whip out the fib from up here to around here. Go get your water, stay hydrated. I will after the stream, bro. Can't just leave the stream real quick, you know. Getting little drops of water from my empty cup. Like here, then hopefully we can already see kind of there's this level here. So if we were to just like mark this up here, then we can see that hopefully when it comes back, then it ends up rejecting here. So this could be a quick little entry and take this towards the upside. Right, look at this trade. Beautiful, beautiful. Anyway, I'm gonna get rid of that. Make sure I'm recording still. All right, we're recording. And guys, I don't have Spotify Premium. I know, it's a shame. Don't judge me for it though. I'm kind of insecure about it. Alright, so here, I'm just gonna mark up another key level. What the heck? It's actually an ad. Alright, we're just gonna wait for this ad. Oh, I hate ads. I hate ads. Skip the ad, skip the ad. Another ad? God damn, that thing sucks. Let's go and just search up Lofi on YouTube. Lofi. Look guys, I actually have 73 subs. That's kind of like huge. Let's do this one. Oh, guys, I don't know how loud that was for you, but that was extremely loud for me. Alright, I think that should be good. I think you guys can still hear me. That should be good. Alright, so back to what we're actually here for. So just gonna mark up this kind of key level around here, because I can see what I'm seeing here is that it's a bit of support level here, then becomes a resistance point here, then resistance point here, resistance point here, then it breaks it here, becomes a bit of resistance here, but then it becomes a support after it breaks it. So that there could kind of be a sign. Also, if we drag it across even more, then you can kind of see that it does become a bit of support here and here around this area. So that there could kind of be a sign, but in terms of trend, there really isn't too much of a clear trend. It's kind of just, well, right now in the short term, it's in this little uptrend. Hopefully it's able to break above this high. So we'll just mark this high up here. So hopefully it's able to break above here, give us a good clean break and retest, and possibly we can target these highs up here. That there could be a nice little trade that we can take on the 4-hour time frame. Yeah. It's really like, guys, I don't think people actually understand how simple Forex is. Like, the thing is, like in my eyes, for example, it's like all you have to do, there's really just let's get a paint, okay? We're having a quick little story time, yeah? So there's this line, right? Okay, this is what it looks like, yeah? And all you have to do, so let's say this line equals money. All you have to do is simply just guess if this line is gonna go down or if this line is gonna go up. And then here, there's a key level it looks like. Guys, that's literally all you have to do in Forex. You just have to like kind of guess if the line is gonna go up or down. And so it's not really like all these indicators, all this other garbage. It's really just if this line is going to go either down or if this line's going to go up. So here, if it breaks above here and comes back down, gives us a clear sign of rejection, then I'm just going to guess that the line's going to go back up. I'm going to put my money on it. Hopefully it continues to go up, right? And that's really all there is to it. And especially in Forex, when the banks and the whales or whatever are controlling kind of where it's moving, it's much easier to make money compared to like stocks where someone who just owns heaps of it, such as penny stocks or whatever, they can manipulate the market. It's just a bit weird, you know? Anyway, so taking a look here, what I'm seeing is just that it's coming back towards these highs. Hopefully it's able to break past here, come and retest this here. Then we could probably end up targeting these highs up here. As you can see, that this point here is a pretty strong area of resistance. So if it does end up breaking kind of this 1.75 area, then we could probably enter in on a buy, really try and target these ups, these highs up here. And if it does end up breaking even these highs and retesting, then we can continue kind of trading that, because we can see here it is in this little uptrend here. So we'll head on over to this pair. Let's get rid of this key level, it's kind of small and irrelevant. So taking a look here, you can see that it didn't come up again higher than like this previous key level, this previous extreme high, but I can kind of see that there was this little key level formed right there. I can see that it was a resistance here, a support here, bit of support here, but it does end up breaking down below. Now I'm going to just drag along the key levels that are pretty close to it, just because I saw because these ones here are the ones that we're looking at to enter in on trades, so those are the ones we'll be looking at extending, just so we can see them a bit clearer on my screen. Also, if you're watching kind of the stream lives or whatever, I think if you type in like exclamation mark Instagram and that sort of stuff, then it doesn't actually like get banned and that sort of stuff. So test it out. I think I fixed it, but I don't actually know, so it's up to you if you want to check that out. Alright, so taking a look, wait, did I actually say what I was looking at here? Here, right now, there's nothing really useful I'm looking at, unless it starts to reverse, and I'm looking at several break and retest back towards the downside here. That's kind of what I'd be looking for that. Hopefully it goes well and that sort of stuff, so, you know, like, there's nothing here that's kind of telling me that I should enter in, and if nothing's telling me that I should enter in, then I just have to wait till like my setups come through, right? I don't need to force trades. Exclamation mark Instagram, yeah, see, it doesn't get banned anymore, so I fixed it. So that's pretty good. Alright, let's just, I can see this key level here is still pretty relevant. I can see that it's, if I make this a bit bigger, I can see that it becomes a bit of a resistance here, It does drop down quite a bit here, but then I can see over here that it is a bit of a support before breaking down, and over here again it is a support there. So we'll I can also see that there's this kind of big chunky area of support, so you can see support. So maybe this here does become a support again. In terms of an entry here, maybe if we were to use the fib from, there's nothing really here that I wouldn't really want to use a fib from anything here, simply because since like here, it's kind of just been ranging for a while, so I wouldn't really want to use a fib, because at that point, the fib kind of becomes like outdated in a sense, so there's nothing really that good to enter in on there. Know what I'm saying, bro? Alright, so let's move this across. I can see that it's still being a bit of resistance here and a bit of support here, but let's drag this across too. It's looking like we're seeing a bit of rejection right here. Then if we zoom out here and try and just identify what immediate trend it's in, tired. It's early though. It's only 12 AM. Really, you could just say that this here is kind of in this quick little downtrend. Isn't the greatest trend though, in terms of like how clear it is. Can see this double top has formed up here. What I'm expecting on this pair here is kind of probably just a break and retest of here, coming down to here, and then hopefully heading back towards the upside. We can see right now that it is actually in this oversold region on the RSI, so that could mean that it's going to start pushing back towards the upside up here, but then once this comes back up, it might just continue tanking once again. So we're gonna have to wait. But right now we're following the trend, and if there is a reversal, then we're gonna have to wait till that's actually formed 2 points of like market structure. Like we can see here, we can see it's in this downtrend, but then it breaks it once here, retest, breaks it once again here. This is the second time, so this is when you want to enter in, because it's broken it not once but actually twice, so it's showing you that there is that upwards momentum. But then here we can see that it's obviously in this downtrend now, so you'd be looking at a sell. All right, let's just do a bit of dragging across of the previous key levels that I still view as relevant. All right, so here I can just see it's support here, bit of resistance here, then a bit of support here, and also like a bit of resistance up here. Now I'm also going to move this one across because this one here also seems pretty relevant. And then another one I'm going to just draw in right now is this area just kind of here. So right now I can see that it is kind of tanking pretty hard right now. This could be because of some news, but the overall trend here is still kind of telling me that it's in this uptrend. Now this, I can maybe use a fib, so we'll use a fib from this high. So we can see that right now an entry would have been perfect right now. I guess I just obviously haven't been trading, because if we take a look at Friday was, well, the last trading day was actually on Thursday, so that would have been the 31st, New Year's Eve. If you're trading on New Year's Eve, then you probably want to go get some friends, or something like that, you know. But for me, I was just spending time with family, friends on New Year's Eve, kind of doing a bit of shopping as well just before I went out. So I didn't get time to look at the markets, but you know, that's kind of what you want to get with Forex. You want to be able to just spend time with people you care about while still having money, instead of actually trading your time working 9 to 5 every single day for money. Like recently, my mum got stuck in another state or whatever because of coronavirus, her borders got closed. So I've been living like by myself, and having like money coming in from Forex, I'm able to really just like work at home, essentially play video games and still go out without having to rely on like transport, like public transport, or driving and spending money on petrol. And if I do want to go out, then I can just choose not to trade. But if I do stay home, I could just have the charts up, and because I now have TradingView Pro Plus, I can keep a closer eye on my pairs. So that's really it like for that. So here, as I was saying, this would be a really good entry, I believe, to take it back towards this upside up here. Now, saying this pair, there's really nothing here. It's just in this clear uptrend. If it comes back down, then you might want to enter in, maybe let's use a fib. You might want to enter in, we'll be using these lows to these highs. You'd want to enter in at around here, in between the 0.5 to 0.6 area. And then once it moves to around here, then that's when you'd want to move your stop loss to break even. Then once it comes to 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio, then you'd want to move your stop loss to break even. Then once it hits 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio, then you'd want to close half the position. But let's just take a look here. Apple's kind of been booming recently, so that's nice to see. Let's just mark up some levels, because I just like these. Okay, I just like marking up charts. It's kind of fun. Well, in my opinion, it is. And it's just cool seeing how kind of certain companies and stuff are just doing. But Tesla, oh my, look at this. This is heaven. So I actually own 2 shares only of Tesla because I'm broke 19-year-old. And this has gone up like $400. This one share has gone up like 400. Unbelievable. and I actually love this company, and the only car I want to get is a Tesla. So for me, I'm so keen, just kind of to get this 100k hopefully, really just trade my ass off and start doing some more vlogging, some more YouTube videos, and I'm also looking on opening up an investment consultation business. So I'll just be kind of giving people advice on how to invest their money, and I'll be looking to deal with mostly students and younger people, because like in school, for example, I wasn't really the sharpest tool in the shed. I wasn't really like getting straight A's or anything like that. All my friends around me were like much smarter than me. So like for them, they always knew that they could become an engineer or whatever, or a doctor or a lawyer. And for me, I was surrounded by all these really smart people, and I was never really that smart. And so I always had to kind of find my own way of being able to make money. But something that I had was that I was like an extremely critical thinker, and I was like extremely determined. So that's how I got into trading, and that's mainly the reason why I continued to learn trading, simply because I'm just determined, and I'm also like stingy or whatever, where like if someone tells me I can't do it, then I'm gonna just go and do it, because I like to prove other people wrong. And also I view trading as kind of a way out for me, like my family, my life, and that sort of stuff, and essentially it can just give me what I want. But yeah, so that's kind of what I'm looking at in the future, doing some more YouTube, doing some more trading with bigger amounts of money, maybe opening kind of a side business in terms of just like investing. But with that said, guys, that's going to be it for today's video. So hyped to be back. If you're watching on YouTube, then this is going to be it for you guys. So I'll see you in the next week or next videos that you guys see, whatever it is. But yeah, that's going to be it for me. See ya.